I'm live. Wow, that's pretty cool, I guess. So what's going on, guys? It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, and it's my first time doing a live chat. Uh, I know no one's watching right now, but I might as well talk anyway because it's gonna be a video anyway. So the one thing I wanted to make this video on today is something's been bothering me, and it has to do with Walmart. So or first of all, let's just say I still buy like physical copies of music and movies. So like I buy CDs, I buy DVDs, I even buy cassette tapes, videotapes, vinyl. You know, I like that stuff. It's not only an interest of mine, and I like collecting it, but I love the music itself. Um, so anyway, I go into Walmart to get some like cheap music, and I've gotten some most most of my Metallica stuff there. I've got Van Halen 2 there and Iron Maiden, that kind of stuff. So I went in there. I was looking for Slipknot's self-titled album, their first album. And oh wait, someone's watching. That's sick. Hello, whoever you are. Type something in the chat so I know who you are. So anyway, I was looking for Slipknot's debut album, and I come across. Well, actually, no, my dad comes across it. He goes, "Slipknot, Leo, you want them, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And then I look on it, and I'm like, "It's an edited version." Like, oh, so they must have a regular version there, right? So I keep scouring, looking through, looking for this uncensored version, and they don't have it. That one day. So then I go back another day to a different Walmart, and I start looking. I look, and it's just the edited version. I'm like, all right, this is really a bummer. Why is there only edited versions? So what I decided to do, I decided to go and see some of the new rap and hip hop stuff and see if that was edited, and that's also edited. And I'm thinking to myself, why is this stuff all edited? So I did some research, and I found an old New York Times article from 1996 explaining, Walmart has this policy where any music with explicit lyrics or the cover is, disturbing, I guess, it has to be heavily censored or they can't have it in the store. So I'm like, well, that's a load of it, right? Yeah, that's stupid. Why would you want to censor someone's music? First of all, I hate censored music. Because it's just not fun to, say, oh yeah, and I'm a bad, and you cut out like a whole word, and there's a whole other thing I'd like to talk about with censorship. Who even thought that these words were bad words? I mean, they're just a couple letters put together and they sound angry and mean, and sometimes in a song they fit. But apparently, people or bands or artists do that so they can get their records out there. But it's shown that the record sales of censored albums are just far worse than the uncensored versions. So the one thing that bugged me was Walmart does not sell explicit music, but why do they sell rated R movies? And that got me thinking, like, oh, I bought Inglorious Bastards there. You can buy Deadpool 2 there now. You can buy all these rated R movies that are filled with gore and even more, expletives than some of the music. And that's a visual thing. It's something that's more impacting, but that's not censored, and they still sell it, which is kind of hypocritical of them. If you're going to censor everything, don't have rated R movies in there. If if you're not going to have uncensored music, why have uncensored movies? It doesn't make much sense to me at all. So I will no longer buy my music from Walmart. And it kind of sucks because there aren't many music stores anymore that sell, CDs. It's everything's going digital, and that kind of scares me because, like, you know, I grew up with CDs, and my dad's got a huge collection. My uncle has a huge collection. My mom has a small collection. I grew up with that stuff, and I remember buying all these CDs and stuff, and I still do buy CDs, but I will not buy them from Walmart anymore, purely because of the censorship. And I get some people might be offended that there's bad words and stuff in music, and it's brainwashing your child's mind. But in the end, like, the biggest preventative act is the parent. Honestly, if you don't want your kid listening to any explicit music, then don't encourage, don't go out and buy it, first of all. And it's also hypocritical that these people who, like, they're all against, like, this explicit music and stuff, those are people who are buying their kid, they're like 10-year-olds, like Grand Theft Auto 5, and they think that's okay. That's a whole separate story I would tell another day. But it's weird to me to think that music is so heavily censored, on the radio it's so heavily censored. I don't completely, but I disagree, but I also agree with it. That some radio stuff should be censored because, like, if you have a kid in the car and, you just flipping through channels and, the F-bomb goes off and your kid starts repeating that, I get that. Excuse me. But if you're physically buying the record, or you're buying the movie, or you're buying the game, and you already know ahead of time that, hey, this stuff isn't really for kids, but you shouldn't censor all this stuff just because a kid might hear it. Most people, I think, have the decency to keep their kids away from that. If you're a parent and you go and buy a CD and it says parental advisory, explicit content on it, and you put it on in your car with your 5-year-old who will repeat anything, then you're just not a responsible person. I know that, but when I was really into Eminem, and I remember buying Recovery when it first came out, and my dad, he took it from me the first day, and he said, I'm going to go over this. I'm going to tell you the songs you can and can't listen to. And I respect that now because, he's only looking out for my best interest so that I'm not, like, hearing some stuff that a 10-year-old at that time really shouldn't hear. I mean, when I got a phone and stuff, then I downloaded it and it's just like, whatever. But, but now I think, I listen to explicit music and it's like, honestly, there's just words and you might not like it, but that's not my problem. Taking out, words is taking out of the music, and it's, some people don't like that. They have, like, people who have to use explicit content. I mean, they don't have to, they choose to. But, like, just because you disagree with it doesn't mean that you should punish everyone for it. If you don't want to listen to explicit music, then don't friggin' listen to it. Don't stop everyone else from listening to it. That's my thoughts. This video is actually kind of long, even though I know it is a live stream, but I'm going to end it because, like, I just wanted to get this off my chest. I've been wanting to say this for a while, and yeah, that's my thoughts on censorship. There shouldn't really be any, because the more we censor people, the more we limit them to speak. So even if you disagree with the language used, that is attention grabbing. So, and more people are going to go to that because it grabs their attention, and, versus someone who didn't say, even though they might be saying something good, but either way, I'm not buying any music from Walmart. So thank you guys for watching this live stream. If you are, uh, not much else to say, but like the video, comment what you think about censorship, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. School starts in 2 days. I'm a official college freshman, so I might. I probably won't be doing that as many videos for a while. So thank you if you did watch, and see you later.